And I'm not saying that she's lying, but I'm gonna need to see the paperwork. I'm gonna need to see the paperwork. Hey, what is up, society? It is your favorite 1P influencer and Sovereign Koi, and welcome back to a Red Story video, baby. You already know I'm back with the crazy titles, and I don't want to hold y'all on too long, so let's just get right into the video. First story. Am I the asshole for refusing to let my sister's kids stay with me after she passed away? I, 34 female, recently lost my sister, 41 female, to cancer. Oh, that's unfortunate. It was devastating, and I'm still processing the grief. My sister was a single mom to 3 kids, Jack 14, Emma 12, and Lily 8. In her will, she named me the guardian for her children. Here's where things get complicated. I've never wanted kids of my own. I love my nieces and nephew, but I've always been the fun aunt, takes them out for ice cream or to the movies. I've never had the responsibility for a major decision about their lives. That's a big responsibility. 3 kids from 0 to 3 and you didn't want any? Hey, I have a demanding career as a corporate lawyer. Often working 60 plus hours a week. I live in a small 1-bedroom apartment in the city, which is perfect for me, but definitely not suitable for 3 growing kids. My lifestyle involves a lot of travel and late nights at the office. I'm also in a relatively new relationship, 10 months, with my loving boyfriend who's child-free by choice like me. When my sister first told me about her decision to name me as guardian, I expressed my concerns. I told her that I didn't feel comfortable with that role because I didn't think my boyfriend, job, and lifestyle would survive it. She assured me that it was just a precaution, that she was sure she'd beat the cancer. Girl, you shouldn't have. No, you should have said hard no. You should have told her hard no. I didn't press the issue because I thought/hoped she would beat the cancer. And also because I wanted her to remain optimistic. We never really had another serious conversation about it. Girl, that's a serious topic. Y'all should have been having a long conversation about it. Okay. Now that she's gone, I've told my family that I don't think I could take the kids. I've suggested that our parents, mid-60s, retire, take them instead, or possibly our older brother, 40 male, who has 2 kids of his own and lives in a large house in the suburbs. Well, 3 kids is a lot. Just because he already has a suburban home and has a family of his own doesn't mean that he can take on 3 more kids, you know? But continuing. My family is furious with me. They say I'm selfish and that I'm abandoning the kids when they need someone the most. They argue that it is my sister's dying wish for me to raise her children and that I'm pissing all over her memory by refusing. My parents say that they're too old to raise young kids again. My brother claims he can't afford 3 more children. The kids themselves are understandably upset and confused. Jack, the oldest, overheard a conversation among family members and then Skyped me, visibly upset, saying that I'm abandoning them just like their dad. He left when Lily was a baby. I feel absolutely terrible about the whole situation. I love my nieces and nephew, and I want what's best for them. But I honestly don't think I'm equipped to raise 3 kids. I'm also dealing with my own grief, and I'm worried that if I'll take them in, I'll end up resenting them or not giving them the care and attention they deserve. I've offered to contribute significantly, financially, to their care, whoever ends up taking them in. I've also said I'd still be involved in their lives as their aunt, but I just don't think I can be their full-time guardian. My brother told me that my life has changed and that I need to embrace it. I feel trapped with no way out, and most of my days are spent crying. Am I the asshole? Oh, this one got me thinking a little bit, y'all. It's got me thinking. But my initial thought is no. Okay? This is difficult because your sister passed away. However, what I will say is that when you express those concerns to her, you shouldn't have been optimistic about that. I understand that, you don't want them to pass away or anything like that, but with a possibility like that, especially with an illness that severe, you never want to give any type of guarantees to anything. You always want to think about the worst outcome. And I know that sounds crazy to think about, but you have to think about the worst outcome. You already knew these things and felt this way before. You expressed these concerns to her. She said it's a precaution, but what is a precaution? Something that you put in place in case something happens, right? She's doing this precaution because, she knows that there's a possibility that she could pass away. Unfortunately, she ended up doing so. So it's like, you should have been hard no from the very beginning. I will tell you that. You definitely made a large mistake by agreeing to this when y'all didn't take this conversation very seriously when you should have. I understand the optimism, but that is a very serious situation. And unfortunately, now y'all are in it, right? I would not say that you're the asshole for not taking the kids. Why? Because your life is your own, okay? Yes. Are they your nieces and nephew? Of course, they're your family. You love them, right? But you still have your own life to live. Just because your sister passed away doesn't automatically make them your responsibility. Okay? You did not have the conversation with her about it to say no, but you did express your concerns before. Thinking about it from a human standpoint, you were just probably trying to support her and not stress her out during that difficult time. But once again, you guys should have spoken about that first. Because now it looks like you agreed to something that you're backing out of now, right? And understandably, the children are upset, the family members are upset, XYZ, right? But like you said, you just don't think that you're going to be the best person for them. And it's like, even though you don't want them to end up with somebody else, it's like you want to provide them the best life that you can. And like you said, you will significantly contribute to them financially. So it's like your brother's main reason for not taking them was because he couldn't afford it. But if you offer to care for the children and still like take them on the weekends or take them to do extra stuff and paying for all their life expenses and stuff like that, if you did that, and I'm thinking your sister probably chose you as the person to take her children because of how well off you are. If you can do that, I don't see why that couldn't potentially work. Because like you said, your brother does have a family of his own. He already has children, and so he's kind of already filling that parental role. He probably has a wife as well. So it's like they already kind of have that family dynamic. So if you were to basically offer, hey, I'll pay for you guys to get like maybe a new house, like, help you get a new mortgage, or it's a larger home for all you guys to be together, something like that, then I think that could work for you. Because I just don't think that you taking them on is the smartest idea, especially with the fact that you're saying you're still processing your own grief. You're going to practically have to give up a lot. You don't have the schedule for 3 children. Okay, you're not even married. It would be different if you maybe had a husband and maybe your husband was like, okay, I can take the kiddos. And maybe that y'all had like a way to balance that life. But you work 60 plus hours. You're always traveling. You have a lot of things going on. And you and your boyfriend want to be child free. You will end up resenting them children. When you say that you're child free and you're, at that age and you've established yourself a career and you're happy with your life, adding something that severe to it is a lot. And these kids are 8, 12, and 14? You got some years. That's a lot of adjustment. That's a lot of change. And I understand why your sister chose you, but it's like, I think the best thing for you is to contribute to their lives financially. And I think that the brother would probably be the best candidate to take them, like, to be like full time, or you guys co-parent. Maybe they're with you a week and then with him a week. Maybe y'all can do it like that, or maybe the grandparents can join in like that. I feel like because you just don't see that yourself being the perfect person mentally, even lifestyle wise, to be able to take them full time, I think this should be a family effort where everybody takes the kids. Because at the end of the day, y'all don't want them to end up in foster care. You have the money for them, so you take care of them financially. You keep them sometimes, the brother keeps them sometimes, and the grandparents keep them sometimes. I think that would be the best course of action until you guys fall into a certain routine, because that's the only thing that I can think of. But I won't say that you're the asshole. That's just me. Yes, you should have spoken to her before, once again, but you want to provide these kids with a good life, and nobody wants to grow up with a guardian who hates them, So yeah, y'all drop your opinions down below in the comments. Moving on. Am I the asshole for refusing to give up opportunities that come my way for my sister's sake? My older sister Rita, 20 female, is disabled. My sister's disability comes with a lot of health issues, and while mentally she's capable, physically she cannot do much and struggles even with regular school. She never graduated high school because she got so sick in our senior year that it set her way back and she didn't get the grades to graduate. Oh, that's unfortunate. She was offered the chance to repeat, but she said no because she was still really bad afterwards. It's something that causes her a lot of distress, and she still cries because she feels like she's failed in the worst way. Nobody can convince her differently. She doesn't work and she doesn't go to school or anything. She's at home and gets taken care of by her parents. I, 17 female, am still in school and I'm going into my senior year. There have been a lot of discussions about college or what other avenue I could go down. I was given information on this apprenticeship that could be perfect for me, and my guidance counselor wanted me to give it consideration over the summer because they take high school graduates. It's exciting. Ooh, okay. Rita was super upset to hear I had so many options, and now, for the first time, my parents is expecting me to think of her before making a decision. Why? Okay. They suggested I focus on looking at community colleges only, or not going to college at all, and going into retail or service industry jobs. Why would I do that? Why would I do that? Like what? What in the world? What? Okay. They told me I could afford my own place if I were to do that. I didn't go to camp because Rita couldn't, and they didn't want me to have experiences she couldn't have. She's already having experiences this girl can't have. She's disabled. The girl's going to have problems. She's going to experience stuff. What do y'all want her to do? Sit at home and gloat and soak with Rita's ass? Like, sweetheart, I'm sorry, but I'm not disabled. I'm not going to sit back here and wait with you. Waste my life away with you because you want to be a sorry sack? I'm sorry. You better get you going. Better start you a Twitch stream. Better get you on some YouTube. You better something. Better get you a little at-home job. A little one of them things where you got to wear the headsets where you ain't got to move. Girl, what? There are so many opportunities out here. What is you talking about? Okay. I wasn't allowed to participate in high school plays because Rita couldn't participate in hers. My parents would actually stop my teachers from including me. They refused to sign a permission slip that would allow me to enter a competition on behalf of my school because Rita would never get to have an experience like that herself and they didn't feel it was right for me to have it then. What is wrong with y'all? What is wrong with y'all? Literally. The permission slip came in because some travel might be involved if I were able to go anywhere. They pulled me out of art classes when I was young because I was doing super well and getting a lot of praise. My parents actually pressured me to ask if I could leave the classes, but they pulled me regardless. All because your daughter? Okay. Rita will always get upset when I achieved something or got presented with a great opportunity. She cried, asked me why I got everything and she got nothing. I felt bad for her, but also resentful of the fact that she was glad when our parents helped me back. This became a fight when the college stuff came up and my parents saw me looking up an apprenticeship and my parents asked me how could I even think about going and how selfish I would be. They said I should aim for something lower for Rita's sake. Rita heard us argue about it and said that she knows I'm too selfish to give it up for her. I told her that I hated them for expecting me to. Rita and my parents said that I have no sense of family loyalty at all. Am I the asshole? Girl, what? No. Girl. Take the apprenticeship, look up scholarships, get on top of things because you can't do something, I can't do it. Girl, are you slow? There is opportunity out there. There is things that you can do. You can always go back to school, honey, at any age. See, here's the thing. You're too busy worried about what the hell I'm doing that you're allowing your life to fall apart. You're too busy looking at me. Instead of focusing on me, take all that energy. If you took a quarter of the energy that you're doing trying to apply yourself into my life to ruin my life to make yourself feel better, if you took an ounce of that fucking energy to apply it to yourself, you will start to see opportunities open up for you as well. There are options. You're just refusing to do them. We got the Special Olympics for a reason. Okay? If they can do it, you can do it too, Rita girl. Come on, girl. A single girl who works too hard, who loves her life and never stops. Girl, that's going to be you. Okay? Okay, you better get your Reba on. Okay? Hello? Come on, Rita girl. Get it together. No, OP, you are not the asshole. This is toxic as hell. I would say look for some scholarships. Look for some grants. See if you can get you a full ride to college without them. And when you do that, go no contact. That's what I would do. Because this is toxic as hell. I don't understand what this sense of family loyalty is. What is this loyalty? What are we being loyal to? Yeah, no. So, yeah, they're very toxic. They're just trying to get you to stay in the same position. Your parents just feel entitled. Like, Rita feels entitled to your parents and your parents feel indentured or whatever the fuck the word is. Like, they feel like they're indebted to Rita. Like, they have to do things for her. They must be her servants or slaves. They must be miserable so Rita can feel good about herself. That's what parents do sometimes. They feel like they just have to sacrifice everything for their kids, but you don't owe her shit. You don't owe her a damn thing. She needs to get the fuck gone. Okay? So get them grants, get them scholarships, girl, and get a full ride. Take that apprenticeship and go. I am proud of you. Good for you. Moving the fuck on because Miss Rita, we got to go. What'd your CCA? Pack it up. Moving on. Am I the asshole for telling my friend not to come to the bachelorette with her baby? No. Girl, if this bachelorette is like any other bachelorette, girl, what the baby gonna do? Baby, we out here, we jamming. Let's get into it. I'm going to a bachelorette this weekend for a high school friend, and the whole original high school crew is attending, 8 total girls. Everything has been very normal until yesterday. We received a text from one of the girls saying she cannot be away from her 7-month-old baby more than 2 nights, so she'll have to bring him. We are all staying in an Airbnb. The group chat was dead silent for a couple of hours until I chimed in and said, I think it's best that you stay home. I don't think a bachelorette is a place for a baby. And directly following, I was told I was bold and too harsh because the bride was okay with it. I think this whole situation is bizarre. We're going to be taking tequila shots and going bar hopping with a newborn? What do we do during the day when he needs a nap or if he cries all night? So, am I the asshole? If this was a bachelorette party where it's just like y'all going to the club one time, then I'd be like, nah, girl, why is you bringing the baby? But y'all gonna have an Airbnb. I would say that you're the asshole because it's not your bachelorette. I thought it was your bachelorette party. I thought you were the bride, but you're not. You're just part of the party or the bridal party or whatever. So it's like the bride said it's okay, so you don't need to overstep. Like I understand you're probably thinking, oh, this is not gonna be a good move. It's gonna kind of suck. X, Y, Z. Like I would see the concern because I would be concerned too. Like, girl, how are we gonna have a good time if this baby is not here? But this baby is here. But my thing is, if the bride is saying it's okay, maybe she wants her friend there more than she cares about the baby. You know, maybe the friend could probably, I don't know, hire a nanny for a night or something like that. Or maybe the girl can, be there with her baby for a couple of hours, maybe put them down or something and, hire a little kid or like a babysitter to watch the kid for a few seconds, right? But maybe 7 months old, so they could still be breastfeeding. I mean, sometimes when you're a friend, you kind of just suck things up if you want your friends to be there. Like, even if your friend is not the richest, or they're not going to be looking the best, or they have a circumstance like this where they have a kid, sometimes it doesn't matter. Like, sometimes you want that spirit there because they just bring light to it. And the bride probably is like, I'm okay with it because if this person isn't here, I'm going to miss them more knowing that I said no because I said no baby, right? So, OP, I would say, yeah, you're a little bit of the asshole. You should just, stay in your lane. Don't overstep. If the bride is telling you it's fine, then it's her party, it's her shit. She's going to say yes or no to whatever. So if she's okay with it, then she's okay with it. More than likely, what's going to happen, the reality of it, is that this friend is going to come. She's going to be able to spend time with you guys on like little fun, little short things, but she's probably not going to do the bar hop. She's probably not going to do that. Either that or she's going to hire her little couple hours nanny for the kid. But I don't see her really doing that because she would just do it for the whole bachelorette at that point. But I think that she's probably going to be there for like maybe brunch, maybe be there with you guys in the morning. So she'll still be a part of the party and still be a part of the experience. But she's probably not going to be able to go out with the bar hopping and things like that, So it's like not the most ideal situation, but she can still be a part of it. And that's probably why the bride said it's okay. So yeah, you're the asshole on this one. But I mean, hey, let the bride do what she do. Let everybody have a good time. And if it all ends up blowing up in the bride's face, then hey, anybody say you didn't say shit. Moving on. Am I the asshole for getting annoyed at my sister-in-law dying of cancer, ruining my wedding? Okay. I don't intend for the title to be as harsh as it's sounding, but I don't know how else to put it. I'll also sound blunt, but I'm just posting the facts as presented. I'm marrying my partner, A, who is from another country. Her sister, B, is dying of cancer. It is heartbreaking. She is a young mother and a wife. Her diagnosis was about 4 years ago. When she was first diagnosed, she was given 1 to 2 years. Since we were in a different country, B has remained in her home country with her family after her sister, A, immigrated. We saved up some money and traveled to say goodbye to her. It was about the 1.5 year mark we went to say goodbye, and we had gotten engaged soon beforehand. So we also went over to visit some family and asked how long they needed to save to come across for our wedding, as our dollars is much stronger than theirs. They said 2 years, so that was agreed. By the end of the trip though, with the chemo, she was exhausted. We said our heartbreaking goodbyes, assuming never to see her again. And then she made a miraculous recovery, with less than 1% chance of happening, which was awesome. We, along with other family members who had also migrated, decided to put money together and support her to move over to spend the rest of her life with us. That was about a year ago. Now my partner and I are getting married in 2 weeks. All of her family are coming to visit. It's a big, joyous occasion with lots of travel. We forked out thousands to help her family get here. They're all staying for a month or so to celebrate our wedding and spend time with us. 2 weeks ago, B got a bad diagnosis. They found lumps, and they said that she has about a year left to live. She, for obvious reasons, didn't handle this well, and lashed out at us at our wedding, telling us not to talk about it around her. My partner has always kind of lived in her sister's shadow, so she was really excited to be celebrated and made a fuss over for once. But B has told everyone about her diagnosis and has started saying, "This is the last time I will see most of you." Now the focus is completely off my partner and our wedding, and it's absolutely about B. I feel heartless and heartbroken, but I'm frustrated by this. She has been going out of her way to make sure that people who are coming across are spending as much time with her as possible, as this is the last time she will see them. Now this period of joy and celebration has been undeniably blocked by a cloud hanging over it, and people very obviously have stopped making my partner feel special. On top of this, B has maintained her stance that we won't talk about our wedding around her. But the biggest issue is, B got married during COVID, so she never got a father-daughter dance. Okay? She wants to have one at our wedding, after my partner has her father-daughter dance with her own song. I have said no because my partner wanted to say no but felt too guilty, so I had to be the bad guy. I also told my partner that if we're not able to talk about our wedding around her sister, then I don't want her sister talking about her dying around us. Now I'm being called an asshole. I do absolutely feel like one, but I also feel like this is grossly unfair to ask us to brush our wedding under the rug because of this. Am I the asshole? Y'all probably gonna get mad at me in the comments. I'm gonna say no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and say no. This is gonna come off harsh. It's gonna come off harsh. It's gonna come off harsh. Girl, you're not dying this week. You're not dying within the next 2 weeks. You could have waited. You made this about you. I'm so incredibly sorry, y'all. I'm so incredibly sorry. I can't get behind B. I can't get behind her. I understand that you have this deathly diagnosis of XYZ, but not to sound bogus, but you had your moment. They flew out to see you. They spent the month in town. All that extra stuff. They did all this stuff. You had to make this miraculous recovery. And now you got re-diagnosed again. Me personally, if I was diagnosed with something like that and knowing somebody had a big moment coming up, baby, you got a year to live, baby. There's still 50 more weeks that you got to go. You don't have to announce that right now. To me, I wouldn't have said shit. I would have waited until the wedding commenced. Everybody had a good time. Everybody's doing well. Because the family, the people who are flying in, they're already going to be here for a month. They're going to be here for a full month. So you had all that time to wait. You could have waited. You did not have to do that and besmirch their beautiful moment. I'm sorry. You got 50 more weeks, baby, to call people, Skype, FaceTime, hang out, fly. Seems like, OP, you seem like you got a little bit of money in. So you could have probably helped her fly and see everybody. To me, it's giving attention whore. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. She's making the whole thing about her, telling y'all can't talk about your special day because she has bad news. Okay? And then saying that she wants to have a father-daughter dance at her wedding. And then you said that your partner, OP, has always been under her shadow. So it's like, I feel like it's really giving that she's trying to snatch the attention away. And I'm not saying that she's lying. But I'm gonna need to see the paperwork. I'm gonna need to see the paperwork. You just so happen when your sister finally gets a moment to shine over you, you just so happened to get a diagnosis that you're dying again. Where the paperwork? I'm sorry. I need to see it because it's just too convenient. It's just too convenient. You didn't get your daughter dance. You didn't get your father-daughter dance at your wedding, conveniently. But your sister's having a beautiful wedding, and now all of a sudden you want to take that over. She can't talk about her special moment. Why is her talking about her special moment? What does that have to do with you dying? I'm sorry, those are two totally unrelated things. It would be different if you just had a miscarriage and she's pregnant. I will understand you not wanting to hear the baby talk if it's a situation like that, but you're dying and she's getting married. That's not, I don't get it. Those are two totally unrelated things. It's giving attention whore to me, y'all. I'm sorry. I know, y'all gonna chew me up. Y'all gonna chew me up in the comments. Y'all gonna chew me up. But I'm sorry. Like, it's really giving, let all the attention be on me. When you literally did not have to announce that. You could have waited. And a respectable person, to me, a respectable person wouldn't have said anything. I wouldn't have said shit. I would sit back and enjoy the festivities and the love and the connection and spending time with people. On top of that, too, I wouldn't want to besmirch this situation because I wouldn't want people to be like, oh, I'm doing a pity spending time with you. I'm spending time with you because you're dying. I want people to be happy and bubbly and around me and this be a beautiful shared moment. And then after we have all that beauty, without it having any negativity around it, then I will let people know. That way this moment can be natural and loving and great. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, but no, OP, honestly, I don't think that you're the asshole for not wanting her to be overshadowing your stuff. And then what's really killing me, the kicker is her saying you can't talk about your special moment around her. Who the fuck do you think you are? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I get it that you're going through a hard time, but that ain't got nothing to do with me, baby. I'm sorry. Who the fuck do you think you are to tell me that I can't talk about my special moment because you're having a bad day, because something bad is happening to you? I can't enjoy my specialness because of you. On top of that, my wife has been underneath you, underneath your thumb, behind you, your shadow casting over her your whole life. She gets one moment to herself. And you're just completely taking it over. And I know it's a hard thing to think about because somebody is dying. But it's just too convenient for me, y'all. I'm sorry. Go ahead and chew me up in the comments. That's my opinion. That's my hot take, baby. I'm sticking to it, okay? So that's my final answer. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, but no, I don't think OP is the asshole here. I think that sister is the asshole. And once again, let me see the paperwork. Ciao. Moving on. All right, society, that is it for this freaking video. I hope that you guys enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and share. And if you're new, please subscribe. I would love for you to be a part of my beautiful society. Enjoy all this craziness, okay? And for all my lovely society members, please make sure to hit that bell notification so you're notified every single time I post, baby. All right, guys, I love ya. See you in the next video. Bye.